Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Black Wealth Empowerment Live, brothers and sisters. I think we're going live right now. I think we're actually there. So welcome to another live, and this is about as live as you can get. Live broadcast here from Black Wealth Empowerment Live. Brothers and sisters, we're so happy that you're here with us. My name is Daryl Muhammad, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. Another beautiful, beautiful day here in Houston. And we pray that it's beautiful no matter where you are, whenever you see this broadcast. Brothers and sisters, once again, Black Wealth Empowerment Live is here to teach us, the people who need the most, about Black, about wealth, and about empowerment. But all of it together, all right, in one consciousness, in one direction. So we want you to go ahead and get ready for some information. Get ready for your questions, because this is question and answer. All right. We want to make sure that we deliver relevant information to you. We want to make sure that our experts here provide you with the information that you need when you need it. So we want on a regular basis have these question and answer broadcasts. Okay. So what I need for you to do is start putting your questions in right now in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Now, here's the thing, brothers and sisters. We want you to put in questions that are relevant to what's holding you back. We want you to put in questions that's relevant to what do you think you need? What area of expertise, if you will, that you need some clarity on, you need some better understanding, you need some assistance on, that maybe one of the experts here or even one of the fellow members in BWE that can help us with or help you with that question. Because, brothers and sisters, it's all about a breakthrough. It's all about breaking through the obstacles and barriers that are preventing us from getting to the next level, from getting what we want, for starting to see or to continuously seeing progression or progress in the direction that we have decided that we want to go. That's what we're doing here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. That's why we're so excited to come to you week after week after week, just to see how Allah will use us and how He will use you to make this broadcast what He wants it to be. So welcome once again, brothers and sisters. Go ahead and, sound off in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group so I can know who's there. And while you're doing that, as always, brothers and sisters, I'm not by myself, but you know what? It looks like today, for right now, I am by myself. My brother Rodney Assad, he's going to join us a little bit later. As you know, he's been having technical difficulties out there in Arizona with getting on, but he persisted as a coach always does. He persisted through last week, and we're expecting him to join us again, excuse me, this week. And our sister, our membership coordinator, Sister Brandy Muhammad, she'll be joining us a little later. She had a family commitment, I believe, in one of her children. And we know that our first nation is our family, brothers and sisters. Our first nation is our family. So for right now, your brother is holding it down. All right, holding it down as I'm capable of doing. Just me and you and I. So go ahead, brothers and sisters, as we refresh the screen and see what's going on in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Let us know that we're coming through loud and clear. Let me know that you can see me and you can hear me. But let us know who you are. Give us your name, what city or mosque that you're from, your study group, what it is that you do. All right, brothers and sisters, as you can tell, we've been blessed by yesterday, I should say Friday, twice we had an opportunity to see and hear from our leader, our teacher, our minister, our leader, our teacher, our guide, Minister Louis Farrakhan, brothers and sisters. We're going to touch on that a little bit more later, but it's time to step up and step out. It's time for us to go ahead and get ready. All right, so we got to be ready so we won't have to get ready, but we're always in the process of becoming. All right, of becoming. So, brothers and sisters, go ahead and sign off. I'm going to go to the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group here so we can see what's going on. So just bear with me. And brothers, go ahead and get your questions ready. Go ahead and start putting your questions in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group right now. So when it's time for question and answer, we can go ahead and do that. All right. So let's see who's here. I might have to go to my handy tablet here. To the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. All right, let's see what's going on. All right, sisters, brothers and sisters, I see we have a few that have signed on and watching the broadcast. Go ahead and let us know who you are, what city, what mosque, what study group, what business that you're doing, living. All right, even if you work with someone else, that's fine. Let us know what it is that you do. Let us know if you have a full-time business, a part-time business, even a sometime business. All right, we want to know what it is that you do, brothers and sisters, because we have to start patronizing each other. We have to start networking. We have to start reaching out and connecting. You know, it's one thing that I've learned about networking, and most importantly about connecting with. You want to build a relationship before you need the relationship. All right, you want to build before you need a relationship. Someone go ahead and put that in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group right now. That relationship before you need it. You know, brothers, it's kind of like a bridge, if you will. Right? If you have two bodies of land separated by a body of water, and you have to get on the other side, have that bridge built before you need to get to the other side. All right, so that's how it is with networking. That's how it is with connecting, brothers and sisters. You want to be able to have that bridge, those connections made before you need them. All right, let's see what we have here on the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. All right, let's see who we have here. All right, none other than our sister Tamara. Muhammad, thank you so very much, sister. Make sure you put soul, purpose, and young living. You want to definitely get with our sister. Sister's doing some amazing things. She's a stay-at-home wife. She homeschools her children, and she's able to do that because she has a home-based business. Thank you, Sister Tamara, for being with us. Brothers and sisters, get with her if you're looking for a home-based business opportunity. And even if it may not be hers, she can give you some insight on home-based business as well. Okay, so let's see who else is out there. Brothers and sisters, make sure you weigh in. Let us know that you're out there. Let us know that you're here with us at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. Stand by. Let me see. Okay, all right, as we wait for some more private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group, brothers and sisters, welcome to Black Wealth Empowerment Live. This is Daryl Muhammad coming to you live from Houston, Texas. I'm waiting on my Courage coach. He sent me some text, let me know he's getting all set up, and he should be joining us very, very soon. Our sister, our membership coordinator, Sister Brandy, will be joining us as well, brothers and sisters. That gives you some time to really get to your computers, close out all your additional tabs, on vibrate, and really pay attention to what we have in store for you here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. All right, we're excited always, brother. Said always. We have a unlimited amount of information that we want to share with you. It's so much. Many times, Brother Assad and I, we wonder what should we cover. What do the members need. And we really don't know unless you tell us. So unless you give us ideas. All right. We really don't know unless you ask us questions. So that's why we wanted to have this week the Q&A. Q&A. Waiting for some more members to go ahead and enter in the exclusive Facebook group. If you're watching us for the very first time, either live on rebroadcast, you can join us in the private group at livenetworking.com, livevirtualnetworking.com, or you can go to the search box right up there in Facebook. All right, in your Facebook tab in the search box, left-hand corner, just put in Black Wealth Empowerment, and that will bring you to our private, elusive, exclusive Facebook page, and that's where you click to join. All right, private group, brothers and sisters, we do check out your Facebook page as we open the doors and we continue to let more people in. We're starting to let in our brothers and sisters who are not registered members of the Nation of Islam. We're letting our Christian brothers in because the task that we have at hand, that the minister, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, has given us, is so big that it's going to take all of us of the right mindset, of the like mindset, to join arm, to come together in these little small groups like BWE and other little small groups that are out there. So when we come together, we'll be one big group. So brothers and sisters, go ahead and go to the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Go ahead and join. We have some members waiting. I think about 8 or 9 new members that are waiting to come on and join us. And we're going to do that here shortly because we don't want them to miss any of the broadcast. All right. We don't want them to miss any of the broadcast. Brothers and sisters, we have now posted up all the previous 38 live on our YouTube channel. All right. So just go ahead and Google in YouTube Black Wealth Empowerment, and you'll find the page. Subscribe to it. That way, as we complete each broadcast, it will automatically be posted in the YouTube channel, in our YouTube channel. And if you go ahead and subscribe, you'll be notified every time a new broadcast goes up. That way, you won't miss it. You'll stay informed. And it's also a good membership recruiting tool, brothers and sisters, for you to go ahead and tell your friends and family and relatives and people of like minds. All right, brothers and sisters, all right, of like minds. Go check this out. Just tell them to Google Black Wealth Empowerment in YouTube, and they'll find all the different video live broadcasts here. So let's go ahead and go to the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Let me see who has followed instructions and who is with us. Let's refresh the page. Okay. All right, Sister Lynette. Sister Lynette from Muhammad's Mosque number 32 in Phoenix, Arizona. Find freedom from the current system of debt. Build wealth, goal 1 gram at a time. All right, Sister Lynette, thank you so very much for being with us. She has her link there, trustinggold.com. You definitely want to get with Sister Lynette and find out about the gold, brothers and sisters. Find out about gold. It's time for us to be much more obedient to the instructions of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad and Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, all right, as it pertains to us in the dollar bill and acquiring and getting gold, all right? Sister Denise, she says, Assalamu alaikum. Denise's presence is Mosque number 45. A lifestyle consultant with sole purpose, organic self-care, and will offer great business opportunity. She said, visit her at her website, w.net. All right, thank you, Sister Denise, for joining us. And I got my product right here as we talk about economy. Thank you so very much, Sister Denise. I got it right here. So thank you very much. All right. Okay. All right, brothers and sisters. So those are the individuals, those are the members who have joined us so far, who've actually followed instructions and entered their information in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Now, let me say something about that group, brothers and sisters. I mean, if we're really serious, you know, here's the thing, brothers and sisters. You know, things in this society that is just pure entertainment. Other things in society that is pure substance. That's very important. That's relevant. That makes a difference. That's vital. That's pertinent. All right. So we have to make sure that we're clear throughout the day, throughout our engagement in different things. We have to make sure we're clear on what is entertaining and what is relevant. Not to get those two things confused. All right. Here at Black Wealth Empowerment, brothers and sisters, we're very serious about this platform. And you know, if you've been with us, you've seen that we are bringing you the best of the best that we can bring. We've had Brother Nuri. All right. And brothers and sisters, you know, Brother Nuri is one of the ministers, top ministers, one of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, top ministers in the Nation of Islam, because of relationship, because of purposefulness of this broadcast. Brother Nuri joined us. We had the opportunity of having Brother Kamal Muhammad, the former Secretary of the Nation of Islam, and also one of the sons of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, be here at Black Wealth Empowerment with us, the Mecca, Detroit Mecca Project. So we're very serious. So please take this broadcast serious. Take this platform serious. Because that shows up here, everybody that shares is serious about what they're doing. All right. We've had Brother Rasul, the son of the Honorable Minister, son of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and Mother Tainetta, may Allah be pleased with her, sharing with us his music, sharing with us and soliciting our support to buy wholesome, pure, and righteous music. We've had Sister Wendy Muhammad, all right, a business thought leader. Sister just came out with her book just a couple of weeks ago, and we're going to bring her back on so she can promote her book here at Black Wealth Empowerment. Now, this sister is on the highest level of business strategy. All right. I mean, she's doing business strategy for major corporations, brothers and sisters. She's done some work even with the State Department, I believe it is, with the White House. These are heavy individuals in our nation that come with the best that this world has to offer, brothers and sisters. So you and I have to take advantage of it. As the scripture says, to much is given, much is required. So it's required much on our part to be able to take this information and go over it and go over it and go over it. And as the minister says, parse it so we can understand and start digesting what it is that we have before us, what it is that Allah has blessed us with these powerful gems in the Nation of Islam. We've had, I mean, the members here, our very own members, Sister Nita, and oh man, it's so many, Sister Shanika, and we had a panel of network marketers, all registered believers in the Nation of Islam. Sister, brother, I can't remember his name, but you know who they are, brothers and sisters. All right, we are here, we're serious, and Minister Farrakhan, every time we hear him, he's taking it up another notch. We're talking about the next level. We're talking about a breakthrough. We're talking about, brothers and sisters, you and I taking this platform and making it into what we want it to be, taking the information and proving it to be right, and coming back to the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group and enter into that your testimonies. What has this program and the information you got from it done for you. That's how we're going to win some more members over. That's how we're going to get to the next level. All of this is a push. All of this is a drive behind the leadership of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, who we were blessed to hear not once but twice on Friday. Brothers and sisters, if you haven't watched it, you are doing yourself a disservice. If you haven't watched it, you make sure tonight before you go to bed, you go to NOI.org, go to Webcast and Archive, and watch our minister. Muhammad is the timepiece. Farrakhan Muhammad. He is the one that we need to follow in this time, right down to the modern time, brothers and sisters. We have to have his spirit that he has right now. So whatever the spirit that the minister has, that's the spirit we have. Whatever spirit that the minister has, that's what we should be finding ourselves working towards. That's what a believer does. Whatever we're telling here, whatever we sharing here with you, brothers and sisters, is not to be compared, is not to be substituted in imagination. Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Our success here at Black Wealth to do and what we're attempting to do and what you're trying to do with this information from this platform will be for naught unless we put the program of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and follow the instruction of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan that he is given right now in this modern time. This will be for naught, brothers and sisters, and it'll be no more than entertainment. All right, so go ahead and announce, sound out. It's time to sound off now. Let us know who you are, what city you're from, what mosque, what study group. Give us your web address. Let us know that you're here because we're excited to be here. And no matter if it's 1 or 1,000, if it be the will of Allah, we will continue this broadcast. We will continue this platform until he says otherwise. Brothers and sisters, we want to welcome you to BWE, Black Wealth Empowerment Live. As I see our courage coach is working his way through the difficulties, I know he's excited to be here, and we're excited to hear from him. Our brother Rodney Assad Muhammad, the courage coach, has been working, brothers and sisters. If you're on Facebook and you're a friend of brothers and your father, you know, wait till he comes on, but you know that this brother has been out there in the way that Allah has given him to help the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan in the resurrection of the so let's go ahead and do this. Let me tablet here, brothers and sisters, and I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna welcome some of our new members. Okay, let's welcome some of our new members. Look like we have about 8. All right, let's start from the bottom of the list. We have, and brothers and sisters, as always, we want to, those of us who are with us now, we want to go in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group and welcome each one of our members. We have our sister. She goes by Shar Styles Hair. She's a hairstylist sister. We're going to approve her. Let's go ahead and do that right now. Let's welcome Sister Shar to the private, elusive Facebook group. We have Technique Decipher. Technique Decipher. We're going to go ahead and approve that, brother. We have Whoa, Allah's servant, Forges Howard. Let's go ahead and welcome that, brother. We have Juliet Muhammad. Welcome, Sister Juliet. We have Mariam Muhammad. We're welcoming her to the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. We have Brother Anthony Muhammad. Look like he's a bass player, brothers and sisters. He's in the arts. We want to welcome Brother Anthony. Let's bring him on and welcome him as well. We have Minalek Shah. Minalek Shah is now a member of the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. And then we have one more. We have sister, help me with this one. It's Quiyama Glover. Sister Quiyama Glover is now a member of the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Welcome, brothers and sisters, to this group. Welcome to Black Wealth Empowerment Live. We're excited that you found your way here. If you're watching or when you watch, please let us know, how did you find Black Wealth Empowerment Live? How did you find us? What brought you to our Facebook group? All right, so make sure you weigh in, members. Make sure you welcome each and every one of them to the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group and Black Wealth Empowerment Live, and make sure you encourage them to get involved and participate. We're definitely on a membership drive, brothers and sisters. We've opened our doors to all of our people. We open our doors to every 17 million plus the 2 million Indians, all of our people. All right, because we got to get this thing done. If you heard the minister on Friday, and then here in Houston, we were blessed to watch the believers meeting that the minister did in Atlanta on Saturday. Brothers and sisters, if you ask your local mosque or study group to get a copy of that believers meeting, because it's relevant for us as believers to know, to get the latest from our commanding officer, to take on his spirit that he's in. All right, we can get it from Saturday, Friday, and then Saturday was just a continuation of that. But go to your mosque and study group and insist that they get it, and find a way where you can get a copy for your archives. Okay, brothers and sisters, so we want to welcome all of our people. It is time now that we all come together, that we all push forward to help in this economic blueprint. All right, the economic blueprint by Muhammad, Farrakhan Muhammad, and the Nation of Islam. Brothers and sisters, as we progress further along we progress further along as a people. Every day we're progressing through time. What kind of time are we making? What kind of time are we making, brothers and sisters? So go ahead and weigh in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Let us know shout outs. Let us know, what mosque you belong to. What do you do for business? All right, let us know, what are you doing? What have you taken from? What have you taken from the broadcast, from these 39 Google Hangout broadcasts? What have you done to take this information and make your life better? What have you done to make it better for someone else? What have you done to more to Muhammad's economic blueprint to help us with sales and marketing and personal development? Go ahead and start giving us your questions right now. What question do you have that you haven't, something that's been preventing you from getting further along? What is it that you can't seem to crystallize on your own? Go ahead and put that question in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group, and we're going to answer those very, very shortly. All right, as we wait for our sister Brandy, our membership coordinator, she texted me to let me know that she will be joining us very shortly here. She's going to be joining us very shortly. And our brother Rodney Assad, he's working through the technical difficulties. I see him on the working this thing out. That's what builds character. All right, so let us know who's out there. Let us know by joining us in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. What you're learning here, brothers and sisters, believe it or not, you're learning social media marketing strategies. That's what you're learning. You're learning social media marketing strategies. All right. Look like we have just sisters on deck. I don't know where the brothers are. I know they're not watching golf. Not too many of us watch golf. Golf, the Masters is playing, I think is over with now. And Tiger Woods, he made a run for it. But anyway, not to talk about that. But brothers and sisters, we're here, you're here, and that's what's important. All right. So we want to go ahead and pay it forward. Now it's time to go ahead and pay it forward. We have those tabs right above the video. Just go ahead and click on them and pay it forward. Let them know that we're live here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. Go ahead and click the Facebook like. Go ahead and click the share and put hashtag BW Hangout We Are Live and send it out. Twitter, hashtag BW Hangout We Are Live. And all the rest of the tabs that you have an account with, go ahead and click those and send it out. Send it out. All right, go ahead and send it out. Do that right now. Go ahead and pay it forward. And you should know by now what the definition of paying it forward is, right? You do? All right, well, go ahead and type in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. What is the definition of paying it forward? What is the definition of paying it forward? And let's see who would be the first person that put that in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. What is the definition of paying it forward? Now, brothers and sisters, you know, we're part of a larger economy, right? We're a micro economy of a macro economy. Now, I'm not talking about just the economy at large. I'm not talking about the global economy. I'm not talking about the domestic economy. I'm not talking about your regional economy or your state economy or your city economy. We're part of a economy, part of a givers, where we understand that the person who outgives others in their industry out-earn others in their industry. A person who outgives others in his industry out-earn others in their industry. And an individual who outgives others, right, will receive more blessings and mercy and grace from Allah than those who are niggardly. We're part of that economy. And if you're here at Black Wealth Empowerment and you're a member, you should economy as well. So here we give away stuff, right? We give away everything that's associated with the BWE platform. We give away free consultation by myself and Assad, brother Rodney Assad, the courage coach, and brother Michael Carlos Muhammad, and some of all of our other experts. We're giving away free consultation. All right, one free consultation for every new member. One free consultation for every new member. So husband and wife gets two, but they can't be on a phone together. If they are, then that's one. All right, so one free 15-minute consultation per member. So go ahead, and if you haven't taken advantage of that, brothers and sisters, go ahead and do so now. Go ahead and inbox, all right here in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook. Go ahead and inbox me and let me know that you're interested and you have not taken one as a new member. So what else are we doing? We're giving away ad space. You see the advertisement around the frame of this video? Those are free. So if you have a business and you want free advertisement, then go ahead and contact our in-house graphic designer, Brother Lawrence. His flyer is there flashing in and out as well. Go ahead and reach out to him. All those flyers that you see, Brother Lawrence did those flyers. So go ahead and reach out to Brother Lawrence. Go ahead and reach out to him and let him know that you're a member of BW Blackwell. He has a special price for you, an unbelievable price. I mean, you can't get a better price anywhere else. And if you could, how to support each other based on principle, not put that in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. We need to support each other based on principle, not price. Let me see what's happening. Okay. Be someone that can underprice you. They either do it legally or they'll do it. Be so price blinded, so price if you will, to whereas all it has to do is be a low price, and that's the reason why we buy it. All right. Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad did not give us a mindset of cheapness. You know, it's hard to feel that you're worthy of anything of great value, and all we do is purchase based on price, based on the cheapness of the price, based on it being the cheapest toilet paper on the shelf, being the cheapest detergent on the shelf. We can't do that, brothers and sisters. We have to grow. We have to broaden our breasts so that we can grow and we can get out of the bottom of the pack mentally, get out of the bottom way of thinking about life. Because we can't get to the top of life thinking at the bottom. All right. We cannot elevate any than our thinking. So we're giving away these ad space. We're giving away interviews. We're interviewing BWE members. We've interviewed, I don't know, we started out with Sister Diane in Chicago. Then we went to Sister with the taxes, Sister Cheryl. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. We had a couple of weeks ago, our brother Salih Muhammad, one of our emerging leaders of the Nation of Islam in the world. We're interviewing members, and we're bringing them on as guests. We're bringing them on as guest presenters. When they come on and they present, they come on and they present what it is that Allah has given them to give to their nation. So that's what we're doing here, brothers and sisters. We're giving it away. We're part of a giver's economy. See, and being a part of that economy, exercising the principle, meaning that you have faith that there is no lack, right? There is no lack in that which you give, you'll get. Not 1-on-1 ratio. You'll get 7, 10 folds. That's faith. You're exercising faith by giving, So we needed somebody to put in there the definition of, I think some see a definitions of paying it forward. All right, Frank Muhammad, welcome, Frank Muhammad. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said this weekend that we need to stop chanting. Because when your hands are up, you can't fight. Thank you so much, Brother Frank, for being with us, and thank you from, look like that came from Brother Antonio. Okay, thank you, Brother Antonio. Thank you for sharing that post with us. And go ahead, Brother Antonio, put in your information. All right, put in your name, which city you're from, mosque or study group. Let us know what you do. All right, let us know what you do. Because it is time to build an army. All right, and a soldier's a soldier no matter what he does in every area, arena of life. All right, brothers and sisters, so welcome to Black Wealth Empowerment Live. My name is Daryl Muhammad here in Houston, Texas, with another live Google Hangout, number 39, brothers and sisters, 39 and counting. We're happy that you're here. We want to welcome the new members. We had about 8 new members this week since last week. We want to welcome them as we open the doors to all of our people, because this will be a platform like no other. This will be a platform where we will teach you what it is to build wealth, have empowerment, and do it for our people. Not for me, not for you alone, but for our people. For our people. Brothers and sisters, you have to understand, we have to understand there's 2 levels of wealth. There's individual wealth, and there's wealth as a nation. And the wealth of the nation is determined by the wealth of the individuals in that nation. That's why this platform exists. So we can build wealth for ourselves, simultaneously building wealth for our nation. Because as we get, we should give to our nation. It says 10%. So as 10%, as money comes in, 10% goes out to our nation. Minimum. 10%. Minimum 10%. And remember, here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live, don't let your minimum be your maximum. So as the income increases, the 10% increases. All right. So as it continues to the income increases, the 10% increases. That's how it should go. At minimum, brothers and sisters. So welcome to Black Wealth Empowerment Live. We're happy to have you with us. And I got this product right here from our sister Denise right here in Houston, who is a sole purpose distributor, building an organization of other distributors all around the country. All right. I've asked and I've told you all, if you want free advertisement, send in one of your products. Send in one of your products and we'll advertise it. So we want to advertise Sister Denise. She's right there in the private elusive exclusive Facebook group right now. All right. And this is from Sole Purpose, is Nurturing Vitamin C Face Wash. All right. And it says here, a hydrating face wash enriched with the restorative benefits of vitamin C, healing aloe vera, and beneficial, I think it is, antioxidants. All right, so if we're in the resurrection business, this is going to resurrect our skin. All right, because, brothers and sisters, our skin is a living organism, right? And you know, care of our skin, and we have to feed it the nutrients, just like the inside of our body need nutrients, right? So that's what we need to do. All right, back in the ancient of days, we used berries, but we've gotten away from that, so now we have to get it another way. All right, so here's the sister gave me. This is a facial wash. Sister, I'm going to use it. I'm going to give you my testimony. But get with Sister Denise. All right, get with Sister Denise and find out more about Sole Purpose products. All right, and find out about the facial cleansing line, because she had a flyer in here that has a lot of the different restoration night cream, Alive rejuvenating day cream, restore vitamin C serum, moisturizing cleansing milk, hydrating rose water and glycerin beauty electra, I think it's pronounced, clarifying vitamin C face wash, that's this, and balance. All right, this is all a part of the nurture line. All right, brothers and sisters, we have to find a way and make a way to treat ourselves nice. You know, many times you look at wealthy people with money, and they look different sometimes, right? You know why a lot of times they look different? People who come into money and they use their money, they're not hoarding it all in the bank, but they actually invested in themselves internally and externally. You know why? Because now they start getting, you know, facials done, and they get creams with different vitamins in it and different nutrients and antioxidants. So their face actually looks better. It looks more alive. So that's what this product does, and I'm going to use this starting tonight, and next week I'm going to give you a testimony. But go ahead, brothers and sisters, go ahead and treat yourself. If you haven't treated yourself in a while, the Courage Coach is with us. I see him down there at the bottom of the screen. He can tell you about loving yourself. I see we got Sister Brandy Muhammad. I'm going to swing to them real quick and let them share in on the broadcast. Sister Denise with Sole Purpose for putting her faith with her product so I can advertise it and I can give you a testimony on what this product does. All right? So brothers and sisters, let's go ahead and swing it over to our Courage Coach. Look like he's there. Coach, where are you? Look like you in your Bentley. Is that a Maybach? What is that, Coach? Courage Coach, are you there? Mic check. 1, 2, 3. Looking for Rodney Assad Muhammad.
Am I unmuted now? I don't know if I'm unmuted, muted. Can you hear me?
You're unmuted. You're unmuted in your Bentley, bro. You're unmuted. I see your driver there, brother. I see your driver. Go ahead.
Wow. Assalamu alaikum, everybody, to the Black Wealth Empowerment family. Those of you in the private elusive exclusive Facebook group. I am Rodney Assad Muhammad, your Courage Coach. Yes, I am in the vehicle right now, man. I was out somewhere, and then timing and locations and movements and Wi-Fi's and all kind of stuff. So I'm actually on a little HP Mini right now, and I had to stop, pull over, and see if I can get connectivity. And so, this we doing our best to stay active, stay involved, and stay connected to everybody. So I just wanted to make sure I took an opportunity to stop, pause, and see if I can get connected. And I think we got a relatively successful connection here. It's a little choppy for me, but hey, I'm hearing everything, every word you're saying, Brother Daryl. And I want to thank everybody for joining us. One of the things I wanted to share with you all before I swing it back over to Brother Daryl is this. We want to get more active and involved in Black Wealth Empowerment. I can see how sometimes we get a little stagnant, or we get a little relaxed, and because we're doing it so many weeks, sometimes we can get a little tired, and I understand that sometimes, but we got to keep engaging information. Go back over some of the previous information. Start to find and identify things out there in terms of print media, digital media, and things like that would benefit somebody else in the group. You read something, so, oh wow, that's a pretty interesting article. Let me share that with the Black Wealth Empowerment family. Because what it's going to do is going to keep feeding into that funnel of information, so that way we'll have a wealth of information on the Private Elusive exclusive Facebook group, and we'll be able to extract from it. So at some point, you might not be dealing with something right now that we talk about, but later on it may come up, and you want to be able to go back in there and say, let me pull from that. They call it information bank. You want to be able to pull from the information bank. And be able to extract that information you need when you need it. But you don't want to go there and then it's something you need, a question you need answered, and we haven't put it in there, or we haven't shared it, and things like that. And then you go and you find nothing, insufficient funds, if you will, in terms of the information. So we want to put a plethora, a cornucopia of information out there in the Private Elusive exclusive Facebook group, brothers and sisters. So I'm encouraging you to do that, definitely, and stay positive. As Sister Brandy would say, stay uplifted, stay motivated. It's very trying times for a lot of us right now, and this is the time where we really have to turn it up and show our God what it is that we're made of. It's not designed. These trials are not designed to break us. It's actually designed to purify us, to get us ready for that next level of growth and development. So thank you, Brother Daryl. Thank you, Sister Brandy, for allowing me to be on right now and chime in. And I'm gonna stay connected as long as I can. I'm not gonna move at all. So I think I had a good position right here. And so inshallah, we'll stay connected and stay on to the end of the broadcast. So Brother Daryl, back over to you, sir.
All right, thank you so very much, Coach, the Courage Coach, Rodney Assad Muhammad, coming to us live mobile. Sister Brandy started something a couple of broadcasts ago, being out in the field and from their phone and all kind of stuff. But our coach is with us. He's committed, brother, because it's all part of the one work. This is all part of one work. You only got one life, so all of it's part of the one work that we've been called to do in helping the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. We're going to come back to Coach here shortly, because I tell you, Coach been on fire. I'm going to come back later to you, Coach. But right now, let's go to our sister, the mighty MGT, our own sister, the membership coordinator, Sister Brandy. Are you there? Sister Brandy, where you at? Mic check, mic check.
Yes, sir. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Where you at, Sister Brandy? Come on now. Yes, ma'am, we hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Yes, sir. Assalamu alaikum, family. Sister Brandy, once again, Muhammad here, Black Wealth Empowerment Group, membership coordinator. So excited to be back and a part of this awesome group. You have to pardon my attire. I was in another event with my son, as Brother Rodney just said earlier. Whew, constantly moving. My son is in the after-school program, and they had a big fundraiser. So make a long story short, it has been a very eventful day. Just excited to be here. Excited you all are here. Just wanted to veggie back off of what Brother Rodney said, and also Brother Daryl. Just reminding everybody, as you go through the archives and different things like that, just remember just to add your information in, because it's your group. It's not just the people who are talking all the time on the webcast. It's everybody's group. So it's a collective responsibility that we all have to take. I just want to say one quick thing about it. Some inspiration that I received on Friday. I went to a friend of mine's church. It was a women's event. And the lady who was speaking, she spoke on patience. And what she said was, you have to be patient with yourself and others. She said, just like God is patient with you. That resonated so much in my heart. And I pray that it resonates in your heart as well. And as we go through our different challenges and our different trials that Allah permits us to go through, always remember just to be patient through it. Know that Allah will take care of you. And if you need anything, we are here to help you as well. We thank you for attending and look forward to those awesome questions that you have. Hey, it's going up. I'm ready. I'm excited. Brother Darrell, back over to you, sir.
All right. Thank you, Sister Brandy. That's right, brothers and sisters. Get ready. Start putting your questions in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Sister Brandy is going to look at those questions and share it with us later, a little later on. All right, here we got it. Assalamu alaikum, dear BWE family. Brother Michael Carlos Muhammad checking in from Muhammad's Mosque number 32. He says, contact me and or any of our Gold Bullion family for new information on our new 1 gram per month sum of $2,000 per month passive residual income plus gold. Go to www.goldwisdomgroup.com, and that's our brother Michael Carlos Muhammad. You can reach him as well as carlosmuhammad.com. One of our BWE experts, brothers and sisters, one of our BWE experts. So make sure you reach out to brother there. Now we have Sister. She put in her information. Sister Brandy, can you go through here and approve these posts? Are you on Facebook?
Yes, sir. I can approve them.
Unmute your mic, Sister Brandy. Okay, well, go ahead and do that for me, please, since you're here. You're on mute, Sister Brandy.
Yes, sir. I just approved the post, brother.
All right. All right. Well, read them off to us. I know we had Sister put in her business. Go ahead.
Yep. Give me one quick second to
shout
get
out
back to it. Let me get back over here. Hold on. Trying to catch up like brother Rodney is like so multitasking individual. I'm not quite there, but just 1 second. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get all caught up. Okay, so we already had that post. Oh, Sister Denise Muhammad, she says she's paying it forward and she's doing an act of kindness without expecting anything in return. Sister Glover, let me see. Hold on, let me get up to her post. And she put her information as Business, Beauty, and More Networking event. It's May 30th, and she has her information in there. She's in Georgia. She would like everybody to come and participate and attend. Is that all I have so far, Brother Darrell? I think so. Let me scroll up one more time.
I think there was one more post. Is that it?
Let me go down. 1 second.
Sister Denise paying it forward, act of kind. Okay.
Yep.
Yes, those two.
Mm-hmm.
All
yes,
right.
Sir. Got it.
Praise be to Allah.
Yes,
Praise be to Allah. Okay. All right. Well, let us know if anything else comes through there, sister, so we can go ahead and approve them and get them. Now, brothers and sisters, you know we're so proud to have you with us here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. We have some very, very awesome members. I mean, you all are doing it. Those of you who show up on the front line, you're making things happen within the group. You're posting, you're responding. Sister Denise said she went through the YouTube channel and was looking at some of the other previous broadcasts, and that's what we have to do, brothers and sisters. We have to really get into student mode. But I want to say something here. Our brother Rodney Assad Muhammad, if you've been on his Facebook page, if you're friends with him, you know that this brother has been on fire the last several months as far as promoting his book and then promoting a gratitude call. And I saw the call. So we're just so happy to have our brother, part of our nation, part of this BWE group. He's out there fulfilling his word, making his word bond to his wife, Sister Tanya, on what he is going to do to help out his nation. So, Brother Rodney Assad, can you go ahead and let us know about the last call that I saw you had last week, brother? And I just want to tell you, from brother to brother, man, I'm watching you, brother, and I'm just so happy, brother, that you're leading by example by making your word to your wife bond. Thank you so very much, Coach. Go right ahead.
Yes, sir. Praises be to Allah, Brother Darrell. I have to thank Master Farad Muhammad for the not only the inspiration, but the skills, gifts, talents, and ability to do it. It's one thing to have a desire to want to do something, but having the requisite knowledge on how to get it done, that's a critical component, a very critical component. But Brother Daryl, what I did is as I approached that 1 year anniversary, if you will, of Sister Tanya's passing, may Allah be eternally pleased with our sister and the great work she did with touching so many hearts around the globe. Allah put it on my heart to really share the experience with the believing body. This is something that started a year ago when Allah put it on my heart that sister did not belong to me, and that was something we always made clear in our relationship. We weren't property of one another. We belong to Allah, and we just got a chance to have charge over. That's why I said those whom your right hands possess and those you have charge over. They're not our people. So our wives are not our wives, our children are not our children. We just get a chance to have influence over them in a lot of cases, and we have to care for them. And so what I decided to do is say, you know what, since she didn't belong to me as a possession, she belonged to Allah and the world, the community, if you will. And so I said, I shared my experience last year and throughout the year, and then what I did is as I got upon the time where life had turned around for me, if you will, I decided to share almost a play-by-play of what it looked like going into those last moments before Sister made her transition. And so just Allah put it on my heart to do that, to say, okay, let me walk everybody through it. And I said, follow me on this journey, and I wanted people to follow me along because I don't want anybody to get to. I don't want us to return because we forget very quickly. We have a way of forgetting. So if it wasn't Abner Louima 20 some odd years ago, if it wasn't Amadou Diallo, if it wasn't Sean Bell, if it wasn't my brother in Ferguson, if it wasn't so and so up the street, if it wasn't so and so down the block, if it wasn't over here, if it wasn't Eric Garner, if it wasn't Oscar Grant, if it was, how many names do I have to mention? We forget so quickly. They become a hashtag 1 minute and then forgot about the next minute. And so what I decided to do, I said, you know what, I'm not going to allow, if I got anything to say about it, and I pray that Allah gives me the ability to not allow us to get commonplace and forgetful as it relates to gratitude. It's not about specifically that sister as an individual, although in part it is, but it's also about our individual lives, our families, our wives, our husbands, our daughters, our sons, our relatives, the people that live next door to you. Start to care about folks. Start to pay attention to the people around you, the person at the check stand, the person waiting in line behind you, in front of you. These people matter. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to walk everybody step by step of how my life looked during those days, from the time I gotten home from traveling all the way through that weekend to the time I got the phone call, all the way to the time we put our dear sister's body to rest, final rest. I wanted to walk everybody through that process so that way you could get a look and see from my view what that looked like. And hopefully it touched some hearts to get somebody to say, you know what, let me change how I'm looking at things. Let me relook at my spouse or my mother, my father, my children, whatever it is. Start to relook at your life and see how we're actually behaving as it relates to those in our lives. And maybe, just maybe, you could turn your gratitude up a tad bit more. If you weren't even grateful at all, you say, oh, let me get a little act right in my life and get some gratitude going on. That's the reason why I did it. I really wanted to just not only share the experience, but also, inshallah, touch some hearts to get somebody else to possibly say, you know what, let me not take my spouse for gratitude. Because this is something I said the other day. I was last night talking to brother student minister Willie Muhammad, and I was telling brother Willie, I said, man, somebody wants somebody else's spot. Some of us wish we had the problem some of y'all married folk got right now. Some of y'all married folk got a problem with your spouse, and some of us wish we had that very problem that you got right now. So I know Brother Jihad wishes he had that problem. I know I wish I had that problem. I know, sister, if you married with your husband, I know Sister Uriva wish she had a problem with her husband. Right now, I know she wishes Brother Robert was still there with her and them babies. with a problem. That's a problem I love to have. And so if you're suffering from a lack of gratitude, that's what it was about, Brother Daryl. That's why I did it. And I felt compelled. Allah put it on my heart a year ago to do it. And I'm thankful to Allah that He's kept me steadfast in this cause that I gave my word that I would actually do, is that I would, one, not allow our sister's name to go away, that her legacy will be lifted up, and what she stood for as an MGT would always be put before the world, if I'm alive and breathing. And I hope I've touched enough lives to where even beyond me, it'll keep going, that we want to uplift righteous women everywhere. So that's why I did it, Brother Daryl. That's what it was all about. And that conference call was powerful, boy. We got into some relationship talk too, which was really heavy. That was good. We got into some relationship talk, and it really took on a life of its own. I'm thankful to Allah that He's using me as a vehicle or a vessel to, inshallah, be helping some other people. I mean, the people that called in said it was been helpful to them, and so all I have is the feedback that I'm getting. And so, but thank you, Brother Daryl, for even giving me the opportunity to talk about it, to just mention it, to say something about it. And so that's what it's about, brothers and sisters. Gratitude. If you're feeling ungrateful about something, you're feeling a little down right now about something, maybe you're mad with your husband, wife, your children or something like that, get over it. Get over it. If it's not something so egregious that like a serious law violation has happened, then most of that stuff you can just dismiss and dispatch and say, you know what, let me just let that go and get back to, loving and being kind and being generous and things like that. All right, so follow me on this journey, and now the new journey begins. We're about to embark on a new journey, inshallah, and I do sincerely believe it is Allah's will. This next journey is going to be a monster in a good way. Some of you all are going to be excited. Lives, inshallah, are going to be changed dramatically by what's coming up next, and I'm really excited myself. It's kind of a nervous excitement before what's coming up, but I'm very, very excited. So thank you, Brother Daryl, for allowing me to have this opportunity to share that. And inshallah, next broadcast or two, I'm hoping to be sharing some very, very, very powerful news with the Black Wealth Empowerment family. And I hope I get a chance to do it on here first. We'll see how that works out.
All right. Well, all praise is due to Allah. Thank you so very much, Courage Coach. And that's a good segue into our grateful period. All right, our grateful period. We're not going to do the social media flash mob, but we are going to do the grateful part. Okay, just because the minister's in this very serious spirit, brothers and sisters. He's in this serious spirit, and if you need to, and you do need to, we all need to go back and watch his broadcast from Saturday. All right, and watch it. The minister's in a very, very, very serious spirit, very serious mood. So that's the mood and spirit we should be in. So we're not going to do the flash mob, but I do want you to go ahead and open up the share button, the Facebook share. Put in hashtag BWE. I'm so grateful. ... All right, go ahead and do that right now. Hashtag BWE Hangout. Space, I'm so grateful ... Do the same thing in Twitter, and then go ahead and put in the Private Elusive Exclusive Facebook group. What are you grateful for? Put it in the Private Elusive Exclusive Facebook group. Hashtag BWE. I'm so grateful, and then list what you're grateful for. But go ahead and do the social flash mob right now in Facebook and Twitter, and go ahead and go on the Private Elusive Exclusive Facebook group and tell us and let the members know why are you grateful. All right, our brother Rodney Assad, he the one that started this several months ago. He talked about being grateful, and the spirit hit me that that's what we should incorporate. I'm so grateful, and let the whole world know that every Sunday, members of BWE, no matter what's going on in our lives, we are grateful. We are grateful. No matter what's going on in our lives, we still live in a universe of abundance, a universe of wealth, and you live in a universe of limitlessness, right? So that's what we have to understand, brothers and sisters. That's what we have to understand. No matter what our individual life may be, we live in a bigger world. We live in a bigger universe that is limitless and of unlimited abundance. How can we live in a world like that and be lacking. But there's barriers stopping the connection. There's barriers stopping us to be able to draw from the universe that which we need, so we won't be in want, right? So we won't be in want, and then we'll have enough to share. And you always have enough to share. So we'll have enough to share. We'll have the sharing spirit. That's why being a part of a giver's economy is really, it's an emotional state of mind. All right? And it's an emotional state of mind to where as you practice it on Sundays and you carry it into Monday, you carry it into Tuesday, you carry it into Wednesday, you carry it into Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and back to Sunday again. Anything worth doing, brothers and sisters, is worth doing one time. So go ahead and put in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group, what are you grateful for? Hashtag BW Hangout Space. I'm so grateful for, and let us know what that is. So with that being said, let's swing it over to our in-house, our resident MGT, our membership coordinator, Sister Brandy. What's going on? Exclusive Facebook group.
1 second.
You gotta unmute. All right, go right ahead, Sister Brandy.
Here I am. Okay, I'm checking it out, brother. There, give me 1 second. Let's see.
I think she on a break. I think Sister Brandy on a break. She on an unauthorized break.
Brother Rodney, are you talking? Is it your turn to talk or my turn? I'm sorry.
Is that
sir? Is my turn, Brother Rodney?
You get two 15s and a 30, sister. You get two 15s and a 30.
Brother Rodney, time.
Yes, ma'am. You know what? Why you want to bring that up?
I love the family.
Why you want to bring that up?
Listen, Brother Darrell, Brother Rodney has to be muted right now. As we look, we're waiting, Brother Darrell. We're waiting. The believers are putting their information in, not as quickly as you asked, but they're in the process of getting it done because I feel it. It's on its way. But I did want to say what I was grateful for today. I said that I was grateful for the blessings that I'm able to receive, and in turn, I'm able to bless others. And for that, what I mean by that is just being able to, whatever it may be, if it's financial, if it's just nothing but a smile, it's my opportunity to give back to somebody else. Because as we go down the street and walk and see different people, as someone has just stated earlier, we always just want to be happy to see the individual, because as Brother Rodney, I think he said earlier, we may not see that person again. And so for me, every day, I'm striving to say something that I'm grateful for. If it's simple as me being able to wake up and have a breath, being able to breathe, I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for being able to get up and pray and look at my children and make sure my husband is good and life is okay. It doesn't matter if we got billions, which is on its way, if we got just millions right now. We just got to be grateful for each and everything that Allah is blessing us with. That's what I'm grateful for. Brother Darrell, I know you're awesome and ready and grateful as well. I'm waiting on the believers. I know Brother Rodney already said what he was grateful for, so we don't have to talk to him anymore. But yeah, right now, Brother Darrell, we're actually waiting for everyone to put in their information. But definitely grateful each and every day, for sure.
All right. Well, thank you so very much, Sister Brandy, our membership coordinator. Brothers and sisters, we need to hear from you. Look, now, we all need to go back and listen to the minister, all right? It's time to get, to stop sitting on our hands, brothers and sisters. It's time for us to go ahead and suit up and boot up, all right? Like some of us used to do. We've been around 20-some-odd years. It's time to go ahead and boot up, brothers and sisters. The minister is calling us out. All right, it was time for us to go ahead and break out this little shell, this little, I'm shy, I'm quiet, I'm just going to sit back and listen and just get fat and fatter off good information and off of whatever, is offered. I'm just going, if it's free, I'm going to eat it. Brothers and sisters, I'm telling you, it's time for us to use every opportunity, including this one here at Black Wealth Empowerment, to go ahead and do some more reps. Right? Do some more exercise of faith, because these next couple of months leading up to the 20th anniversary of the Million Man March, brothers and sisters, is going to be some very pressing times for us. It's going to be a time, as the minister said in the Atlanta's Believers Only meeting yesterday, it's going to be a weeding out. It's a weeding out process that's taking place right now. All right? And it doesn't mean, quote unquote, you're a bad person. It means that we weren't ready. We stayed stuck. We were too comfortable being miserable in our present state and condition, right? We just have too much resistance in us, right? Unless it comes from a certain person, we're not going to respond to it. We're going to respond slow. Brothers and sisters, we have to. Now is the time. Every day that Allah gives us, that's his way of saying, I'm going to give you, Daryl, another chance. I'm going to give you another chance. Not every day, every minute, every second, every hour. I'm thankful to Allah that he keeps me in my sane mind in the midst of confusion. I'm so grateful to Allah that he allows me to find my way back amongst the believers out of this sinful world of with a strong pull. All right? I don't think that I have so much Islam that the pull of Satan's world is not strong enough to capture me and grab me and prevent me from finding my way back to his Lord. I am so grateful, all right? No matter what the outside looks, no matter what the inside looks, if he allows me to find my way among the believers again, to hear the minister again, to get to the mosque again, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful that he will allow me and us to fulfill a promise that we made to help his servant. And every day, every hour, every minute, every second that he gives me, he's giving me a chance to live up to that promise and make my word bond. Brothers and sisters, we are living in a time, the minister said here yesterday, that you will surely reap what you sow. All right? So we got to be very, very careful. Now, we're believers now. All right? We're believers. And we have to lead our people by example. We have to lead them, Sister Denise, Sister Tamara, Brother Michael. We have to lead them in the right direction. We have to make sure that we keep the first thing, which is our promise to Allah, and then the second thing, which is promise to our family and ourselves. All right? Promise to Allah is promise to our nation. So, brothers and sisters, that's what I'm grateful for. I'm grateful to come on this broadcast just to pour and give. Just to give. Now, see, the beauty about this technology, the beautiful thing about cyberspace and the internet and blog posts and a website and social media and YouTube channel, brothers and sisters, the beautiful thing about it is even if nobody's watching while you're broadcasting, you have the potential of thousands and hundreds of thousands of people watch it in the future. That's the beautiful thing about it. Just think about it. People make movies. They make movies and spend several $1 million making movies, and that's recorded so people can see it at a future time. So it doesn't matter that 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 or 20 are watching it right now live. It doesn't matter how few. What matters is that it's content. That is our own programming, our own content, television, broadcasting programming that goes out and competes against Satan's programming. That's why, brothers and sisters, if you're in business, you need to establish a platform like you see our coach, our courage coach, Rodney Assad. All right? He has established a platform through his conference calls. All right? If you have a voice, what platform have you taken on to promote your voice? Mm-hmm. What platform, brothers and sisters? All of us who have the teachings, we can babble it out and stumble through it, and it'll be more wisdom than what the world has right now. So it doesn't matter what you look like on camera. It doesn't matter I'm not a minister. Sister Denise, get you a platform. She has a blog she started. That's a platform. Congratulations, Sister. Sister Tamara, same thing. Congratulations. Now it's consistency. See, this broadcast is multifaceted, right? It's multifaceted. It's beneficial on many different angles, brothers and sisters. Just the mere fact that we made it to 39 and counting breaks up the habit, as the messenger say, the laziness that we have as black people. We've been made lazy, right? We've been made lazy to do for self. So just the mere fact that the coach would fight his way through and get on in the car, the fact that Sister Brandy would fight her way through and be a remote last time on her phone and in her car on her phone, shows us and shows the world that we are actively working through these barriers for a breakthrough. So brothers and sisters, what are you doing? What are you doing? If you posted your platform in the private, elusive, exclusive, or in Facebook in general, I see what Brother Rodney is doing, just like you see some of the other things that we are doing, some of the other members in the group are doing. Every member in this group is a leader, but you need to get out in front and lead. You can't lead from behind. You have to lead from in front. Brothers and sisters, this platform is here for all of our people so we can go towards being independent. It's about being independent today, brothers and sisters. That's what it's about. It's about being independent, free and independent people. And one of the things and one of the ways we have to do it is through wealth empowerment. All of us already wealthy. Don't you know black people in America are some of the wealthiest people in the world? Even if you're on welfare, you're more wealthier than majority of people in the world. It's only because we look at ourselves as poor. It's only because we look at ourselves as minorities that we squander our money away. We're already wealthy. Now we have to take on the wealthy mindset and the mindset of independence. That's what we're doing here at Black Wealth Empowerment. That's what this platform is all about, to help the Honorable Minister Louis Farmer's economic blueprint in a very, 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 very concentrated and focused way. To raise up our level of consciousness when it comes to money, our level of consciousness when it comes to economic unity and empowerment. Majority of the strife that we face in America is the lack of you first, and then you follow your pennies. You have to unite first, and then you add your pennies to your unity. That's what we're doing with the economic blueprint, brothers and sisters. We have to know that it's worth it, and it's worth the price. It's worth our life. As Brother Rodney Assad, the courage coach, said, act as if your life depends on it. Because you know what? Because it does.
It does.
Because it does. It does, brothers and sisters. That's why the brother posting his the janaza procedure, prayer, and burial of his dearly beloved wife. Right? So we can be grateful. Unless we want to get in one of those coverings that she was in and be buried. Then we need to be grateful to Allah. All right? We need to be grateful and thank Him. You know that the Bible says life and death is in the power of the tongue. And one of my mentors, Mr. David M. Onitier, said, you can speak to your condition and change it. You can speak to it and change it. You can speak to your condition and change your condition, brothers and sisters. That's what wealth is all about. Wealth is about having the knowledge first and then exercising it through your hands. That's what we're doing here. And we're using this modern technology to reach out to our people. We're now in phase 2 now. We're now in phase 2 of Black Wealth Empowerment. By opening the doors to all of our people, right? By putting all the broadcasts on the YouTube channel, now we've opened the doors. And in all the members that we accepted today, none of them were invited, added by other members. They all found their way here. And I'm almost for sure that they found it because we've unlocked and made public all of our 38 previous broadcasts. All right? And as the week goes on, you're going to see more and more of our people coming, and we're going to welcome them. We're going to welcome them because it's time now, because we're going to use this platform for our leader and our teacher and our guide to push our people towards Washington, D.C. Brothers and sisters, we have 6 months before October. So no more excuses. Remember, Brother Rodney, there's no excuses. There's no more excuses.
None.
The minister said the believers meeting in Atlanta, he said this nation must progress, and it will progress.
That's right.
And I'm with Farrakhan.
That's right.
So with that spirit, I tell you, BWE will progress, and it must progress because we're part of the nation. All right? So brothers and sisters, you find a way. Go on there now and start calculating what it's going to take to drive or fly or catch the train or bus to D.C. Don't need to know the date. Just get an estimated idea. See, entrepreneur and business people don't need all the answers before they step out.
That's right.
They just need a made-up mind, a definite of purpose, Napoleon Hill says, right? A definite of purpose. You know where we going. You know approximately when. Now just start doing the math and work towards. Go out and get a part-time job. Go out and sell you some extra stuff. As Damon Dash say, you know, go out and flip something.
That's right. That's right. That's
Brothers,
right.
you need to watch that video. There's over 400,000 views on that video since it was posted on March 13th. So you want to know the value of YouTube? That's free traffic, business people. Hint, hint. That's free traffic. That's another reason why we open up the broadcast and all the Can you imagine 38 videos out there in cyberspace crawling around as people Google stuff? Google and Bing and y'all go out there and look for it. We got 38 unique chances of getting them to pull into to see our broadcast and what we're doing and getting them to join. People watch YouTube. I mean, people look at YouTube videos like they watch TV.
Yeah, that's right.
Every Sunday at 6 o'clock, you can tune in. That's how it's done. And we're going to go into some YouTube training here in the next couple of months. But go ahead, brothers and sisters, and get ready. And we're going to start seeing who's getting ready, who's ready, who's getting ready, who's almost ready, who's ready. As these months go on, we're going to start taking a BWE head count on who's going to Washington, D.C. Because, Brother Assad, we got to make sure that we don't get in trouble with the God.
Ooh. Ooh.
We want to make sure it goes on record, brother and sister Brandy, that we are letting the believers know this is not a substitute for your mosque or study group. This is not that.
Right.
Don't think you practicing Islam showing up to BWE and we say Assalamu alaikum and you hear us mention about the minister. Don't think that.
No.
Don't think that, brothers and sisters, because you'll end up not being successful or losing a little bit you got.
Mm-hmm.
This is Islam, but this is not Islam. Farrakhan is the man that you need to be following instructions from. And when you find us in line with that, then good. You find us out of line with that, then don't listen to that.
Right.
We're opening our doors, brothers and sisters. We're gonna talk about some money here in a minute. But this is the personal development part. And I'm going to swing it back over to Coach because this is his thing. He covers the personal development part. I'm going to cover some money and some sales. But I just want to get him fired up. So go ahead, take it away, Coach. Everybody need to stay in their lane. I done crossed over and stuff.
Don't get me fired up. Don't get me fired. I'm going to start talking about some membership stuff right now. I want to talk about membership right now. Nah. I'll tell you this, brothers and sisters.
That's not your lane.
The brother Daryl is absolutely 100% correct. This is something that I've spoken about, and me and my brothers from LOTC we've spoken about, is that we want to make sure that we understand that it's a serious time, and not that we can't have some fun, but it's not time for all jokes, all play, all frivolity. All sport. No. I mean, you definitely want to break up, all the seriousness with some lightheartedness from time to time, but it's not about sport and play. Right now, we're at a very critical juncture in going from one world into a new world. And so since we are registered members of the Nation of Islam, one of my thoughts was, if you're not saying what the minister is saying right now, you ain't got to wonder why there's a gap. If you're not talking like he talking, you ain't got to wonder why there's a gap. If the minister doing a lecture and he told all his students, minister, say that he wanted them to do the time of what must be done. If you talking about anything other than the time of what must be done and what he's saying right now, you ain't got to wonder why there's a gap. You know, so right now, even with Black Wealth Empowerment, we're going to make sure we tie these things, you know, make sure we always tie it together. It's still a time in what must be done. We're still actively engaging the 58-week series. We're still actively engaging that. We just chose a particular portion of that 58 weeks, and that's what we decide to niche right in there. Now, yes, we're going to cover a bunch of other things as well, but we want to niche right in there. And so on the motivation side of it is this, brothers and sisters, if you've listened to the Envelopes for Archon over the last couple of days, that's your spirit. That's the spirit we want to move out with. You know, it's not about playtime is over. They are killing us wholesale, and they have been doing so for a very, very, very long time. At what point do we get tired of it? See, if you need a good dose of something, and you don't, maybe you're not really, maybe your gap between you and the Envelopes for Archon is so wide that you just can't, you don't think you can cover it. Okay, then here's what I want you to do. I want you to grab your message to the black man, right, and read it. Just grab your message to the black man and read it from cover to cover. You might not. You may say, you know what, that Dianetics thing might have took you for a loop. It might have messed you up. You didn't know what to do. He had us reading about some information you didn't know nothing about. Oh no, ooh, Brother Farrakhan, you had us reading information we didn't know nothing about before. Yeah, that's just idiots, bunch of idiots, I say. So if I have you read a book on how to clean up your credit, and it's by Johnny Wanamaker, are you tripping off that? If I say study Johnny Wanamaker's teaching on how to build your credit, are you really gonna be questioning that? That's idiotic. Come on. So if the minister's got a certain spirit, a certain conversation he's having right now, then that's what our talk should be. It shouldn't be nothing else. You ain't got to innovate. You ain't got to come up with nothing new. All you got to do is say, either, if you can't say exactly what he said, just say, oh, did you hear Brother Farrakhan? Wow. That's what he told us to say. So just go back to the play the tape. Just go back and put that video on for somebody or something like that. And if you haven't gotten it, get imbued of that spirit. It's okay to put your unique expression. I have the same mindset that when the Christ told the minister, put it in that fine language that you know, and that gave him permission to accept his own and be himself. He has a unique expression of the teachings, just like each and every one of us. I'm not trying to be the Envelopes for Archon in terms of my mannerisms. I'm not going to part my hair like them. None of that. I'm not going to do none of that. I love my minister enough to be me and do my Islam the way I do my Islam, but represent the truth of what we were given in my unique expression. Because there's only going to be one Louis Farrakhan on the planet. There's only one Brother Rodney Assad Muhammad on the planet, one Sister Brandy, one Sister Brother Daryl. There's only one of you that ever will come, and ever, I mean, that's just it. So why don't you uniquely represent your Islam the way it comes to you, right? Not without harm, without anything. We're not diluting. We're not mixing up the truth. He said, don't change the teachings when I'm gone. So we're not talking about changing it. We're talking about expressing it the way that he sees that, you know, that Allah put inside of you to express it. You know, some people, their Islam is happy. They got a happy Islam, like, woo, boy, skipping to their loo, tiptoeing through the tulips, happy Islam. And some people got a little more, you know, a little more mean mugging Islam. You know, your Islam is mean mugging. You, man, you don't never smile in your pictures, you know. And that's just how you get down, you know. Sometimes that's how it is. Some people don't smile in their pictures, you know. And some people, they assalamu alaikums is, you know, assalamu alaikum, you know, you rough assalamu alaikums, you know, woo, that's how you get down. And some people like sing the greetings, assalamu alaikum, you know how they do. But hey, that's your unique expression. I don't mess with that. Brothers and sisters, look, turn your Islam up. It is all his or her own. That's what the book say. It is all his or her own. Well, if it's yours, then why don't you claim it like it's your own? Why don't you now go out when you're in the highways and byways with your family? They should see a renewed spirit inside of you, a fired up Farrakhan-like spirit, right? That this is no holds barred, like, because right now, see, they not murdering us, at least openly that we can see, because we losing a lot of our believing family to very strange circumstances. So, you know, if you might not know what's going on, but if something's going on. But right now, our children are being murdered in the streets, by ourselves, but two, by our open enemies. And so if maybe it needs to come home, maybe that's what it is. I think maybe that's what it is. He needs to come home. He needs to visit. The death angel needs to visit your house for you to turn it up, for you to get some act right in your life. Maybe that's what it is. When the Honorable Louis Farrakhan said to us a few years ago, he said, I'm all but through with you. He said, I've been talking to you and I'm tired of talking to you. He said, now it's time for the Son of Man to prophesy unto the winds. And believers have been dying left and right. See, brothers and sisters, this is a wake-up call. Allah does not waste the soul of any worker or the work of any worker. And we all belong to him, so he can use any of us how he sees fit. So if taking my life means it transforms a bunch of other people, then Allahu Akbar, I want what Allah wants. That's why I don't mourn the, quote, loss of Sister Tanya Muhammad, because that's for his purposes. She was his servant. He can use her however he pleases. Right? So some he will use in life, some of us he will use in death, but that's why we always say, the believers say, Allahu Akbar, Alhamdulillah. All praise is due to Allah, always, regardless of the circumstance. So brothers and sisters, that's what I want to share. And let me say real quick, something I'm grateful for, because I didn't get a chance to say what I was grateful for. I'm grateful that I have just the mindset of a helper. You know, the Elijah Muhammad put something in me, not personally, because I had never met our Christ, you know, and I pray to Allah that I'm blessed to be able to see our Christ again face to face, but he put something in me by his picture, because I got a chance to see a picture of him when I was about 14 or 15 years old. A family that was Muslim, they had a picture of Elijah Muhammad in their house, and that picture of him, when I walked in that house, I didn't know who he was, didn't know his name. It put an imprint on my mind. And then fast forward several years, about 7 years, and I heard the voice of the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. I didn't know who he was. I didn't know why I needed to go to that event, but I knew I needed to go, and I went. And a series of things happened. But the thing I'm most grateful for is that Master Farad Muhammad saw me valuable enough to use me, to call me forth. Out of all the trillions of people on the planet, right, he saw fit to call me forth. Out of all my family, all my so-called friends, people I grew up with, he saw fit to call me forth, to use me. And I have a responsibility. And it should humble you when you think about it, brothers and sisters. I have a responsibility to give back to every person I come in contact with that which he put inside of me. So I am your servant, and if you got a chance to listen to the conference call that we did the other day, I went and cleared the word minister. And if you don't know what that means, I want you to get a real dictionary, not a fake dictionary. I want you to don't go Google. You can't Google this. You got to get a real dictionary. I'm talking Oxford English Dictionary. If you can, go online. You got some Oxford ones out there. And then define the word minister. You know, just real quick, it means servant. It means servant. That's why I always wonder when Jesus said, in as much as you have done it unto me, you have done it unto the least of these, you have not also done it unto me. He said, when were you hungry and I fed you not? When were you naked and I clothed you not? All those things. When he said all that, I was like, what the heck? This is kind of strange conversation. I didn't understand what a minister meant. See, I thought a minister was somebody you tell people what to do. You giving people instructions, you giving people orders. You get up there and get a big person on the mic, big potentate, telling folks, yeah, I know what I'm talking about. That ain't no minister. That's a public speaker. That's a public speaker. Public speakers speak. Yeah, you reading stuff. You memorize some information. You telling people about that. Ain't ministry. Not in a real sense. If you're not feeding the souls of the people, helping their lives, improving their condition, giving them tips, guidance, and strategies on how to come up out of their current situations, you're not ministering unto them. You're not anointing their head with oil. So I want to be one of those 1,000 ministers that the Honorable Louis Farrakhan called for. Sister Brandy wants to be one of those 1,000 ministers. Brother Daryl wants to be. How are we doing that? We want to serve. That's what we're doing. You're not paying. You don't have to pay for this. We want to serve. I want to give till it helps. So, Brother Daryl, thank you so much for giving me just those few moments to just say those things. I know we're getting to the end of it all, and I know we had some people with some questions and stuff we wanted people to ask, but that's what I wanted to share. That's what I wanted to say, brothers and sisters. You got to turn it up. Come on, the ministers. That gap is going to get wider, brother. So, let me say this one point, brother. This is something Allah put this on my heart, and I was going to say this for later, but Allah put this on my heart today, and so I'm just going to just drop it right now. I did a blog where I talked about being equally yoked. Because I always wonder what that meant when people say, you know, you got to be equally yoked. When talking about relationships and things, they're equally yoked. And I said, what the heck does that mean? Now, most people think it means you in the same church, and I'm a Baptist, you a Baptist, I'm a Muslim, you a Muslim, we equally yoked. No, that ain't equally yoked at all. That's called you go to the same building or you with the same group, right? Equally yoked, I defined and cleared the word. Yoked means when you yoking oxen, that there's a bar that binds both oxen together, or both cows or horses or whatever. It binds them together, and it's a very stiff bar, right? It's a very stiff bar, and which means that when one moves, the other has to move. When one stops, the other has to stop. That's how rigid that bar is. It's a yoke, and they're yoked at the neck. And one thing I talked about, and is that, you know, being yoked at the neck, you know, we said Allah is close to us in our own jugular vein. See, being equally yoked, that means what moves me moves you. What drives me drives you, right? So if we're yoked to the work of the Honorable Louis Farrakhan, yoked to the work of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, yoked, then what happens is when he moves, we move. When he stops, we stop. So it dawned on me, Brother Daryl, this is when the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, when the exalted Christ said, wherever he goes, you go. Wherever he say go, you go. Wherever he says stay from, you stay from. When you see him, look at him. When you hear him, when he speaks, listen to him. I said that's being yoked. You got to be right there, lockstep. So if the Honorable Louis Farrakhan did a lecture the other day and said these kinds of things, that's what your lecture should be about. Nothing else. And so that's what it's about, brothers and sisters. I wanted to say that, Brother Daryl. We got to be equally yoked with the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. That's how we're going to close that gap. But even when you're yoked, there's still a gap. See, even when you're yoked, there's still a gap in between you, right? Because you are individuals. You are individuals, right? So if not, we want to be able to at some point become one with Allah. That way, His will is our will, His will is one and the same. But right now, while we're still learning how to submit entirely to that will, we're yoked. We're yoked. And so I just wanted to share that. It's something that Allah put on my heart and my mind today, Brother Daryl. And I hope I wasn't like preaching. You know, this ain't the mosque meeting, but you know, so I don't want nobody to think of it like Brother Daryl says, a substitute. But you might get some good, decent information. I ain't gonna say some good teachings or something, but good, decent information from us. But by no stretch of the imagination, brothers and sisters, we want you to use it as a substitute. We want you to use that inspiration to send you through the rest of your week. So when you get to Monday, you go to FOI. You get to Wednesday, you go to study group. Friday, go to study circle. Saturday, get your MGT class. Sunday, maybe go to meeting or whatnot, fellowship with some other churches. You so fired up from some information you got that you want to share it with somebody else. Ooh, something I heard this brother say. You ain't got to say my name. Take me out of it. It ain't me. I just self-create. You ain't got to say Brother Rodney said. You ain't got, it ain't in the name of Brother Rodney. You better say in the name of Allah and say what the heck you heard and keep it pushing. But just say, one of my brothers said, I heard a brother say this, you know, or say Allah said, because the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said to us that we are Allah. We are Allah. Master Farad Muhammad is the supreme being, but we are Allah. He is the Allah, the supreme one amongst all the Allahs, right? And so that's what we got to do. So Allah said, oh man, Allah spoke to me the other day and said, you can say that with absolute integrity and authenticity, brothers and sisters, because that is absolutely the truth. So thank you, Brother Daryl, for allowing me those few moments. I'm swinging it back over to you, sir.
All right. Well, thank you so very much, brothers and sisters. You heard it from our very own world-renowned, the Courage Coach, brothers and sisters. That was the inspirational part of our program that we have each and every time. An inspirational part, personal development part, inspirational, and it's brought to us by a brother, Rodney Asad, the Courage Coach. Look him up, reach out to him, get his book, get his materials. And support the brothers and sisters, because you know what, that's where we're going into. We're going in the phase of collective work and responsibility, collective economics. We push that here only to get you ready, unbeknownst to us, Brother Rodney Asad, Sister Brandy, unbeknownst to us, we were getting ready for the ABLE program. See, we didn't know by trying to tell you all to buy the paper, the bathroom tissue from Freedom Paper, and support Sister Brandy, and support Brother Assad, and support Brother Rasul. Little did you know, little did we know that we were preparing ourselves to participate in the ABLE program.
Mm.
And I'm telling you now, brothers and sisters, go ahead and, like brother say, submit and condition your mind to participate. That will be our salvation. Part of our salvation is, as brother said, the messenger said, the exalted Christ said, follow the minister. Where he says go, go. He's telling us to support the ABLE program. That is going to be the start of our economic development, brothers and sisters. And we cannot always say we don't have no money. All right? Just stop saying that. Those days are over. Excuses are over. No more excuses. All right? Take your reality and your situation to Allah. Don't take it to your husband. Don't take it to your wife. Take the solution, reality. I should say, take your situation and your reality to Allah. And get with your husband or wife with the solution, not the problem. Leave the problem at the altar of Master Farad Muhammad.
That's right.
And ask him for the solution. And then you and your wife and your spouse sit down, your family sit down and talk about the solution. The 80-20 rule, spend 80% talking about the solution and 20% talking about the problem. Most people spend 80% talking, 90% talking, 95% talking, 100% talking about the problem, and no percent talking about the solution. We're going to cover right now, brothers and sisters, some economic development stuff, some personal financial empowerment stuff real quick, and then I think Sister Brandy said we had one or two questions, and we're going to go ahead and close out. Because those that's going to do it made up their mind already before this broadcast even started. Some of us made their mind up and took their commitment to the next level, as I did, recommitted when I heard the believers meeting in Atlanta today. Brothers and sisters, every time you hear the minister, we should be recommitting ourselves to the mission. All right? So look what the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad said in Fall of America. Started reading this again because I finished reading Message to the Black Man. Here's what the Christ said. He said, your economic growth, talking about black people, has been achieved by installment buying, which is now clearly shown to be a baggar rope, a rope around the neck of the black man. These installment payments, the messenger said, your economic growth has been achieved by installment buying, which now clearly shown to be a baggar's rope about the neck of the black man. Installment, brothers and sisters, installment. Mostly everything we have of significance in installments. We have to be like our foreparents were, my grandparents and your grandparents, right? They saved up their money and bought cash things that they needed. If they didn't have enough for brand new, they bought cash secondhand couches and secondhand furnitures. They didn't get caught up and bought into this false delusionary idea of prosper, right? Of luxury on installments. They saved their money. So the messenger said this is like a rope around our neck. I got to look up that word, B-A-N-G-O-R. That became a rope around our necks. We've been hung for 400 years in this country. Now we hanging ourselves with these installment plans. These installment programs, he called them. All right, brothers and sisters? So here's installment buying. So here's what we need to do, the financial piece of this broadcast. Make a list of all your expenses from A to Z, right? And start with the biggest ones, the largest dollar amounts per month. Is usually car note, rent a mortgage, and food. And within the next 24 to 48 hours, sit down and figure out a way where you can save at least 10%, cut back the cost by 10% of your car note. Well, how do I do that, Daryl? How do I do that, Daryl? Your food. All right? If you can't do it, then just keep on going down the list. 10% of your cell phone, car insurance. Right? Just keep on going down your list. But start with the biggest numbers because 10% will be a greater amount in your mortgage. You might have to move your apartment in order to do that. You might have to clear up your credit. Sister Shanika put right there in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group in one of those files how to clean up your credit. I mean, who in BWE is doing that? Mm-hmm. See, what happens here in America, Brother Rodney and Sister Brandy, see, he gets us with this window dressing, this illusion. See, magic is the sleight of hands. Right. You don't never see from behind the magician what's going on, because that's where the trick is revealed. It's always what's in front of you. Always stay in front of you, right? That's how he does his magic trick. Well, that's how this society is. It doesn't allow you to get behind and see what really the deal is. What is the deal with all this wealth? It's installment payments. That's what it is. So as I heard my mentor here, Holton Buggs, said he realized when he started making money that he didn't own that lifestyle he was living. It was borrowed. It was financed. He said, this lifestyle is financed. I don't own it. So what did he start doing? He started taking all that money he's making in network marketing. He started owning his lifestyle, paying stuff off, paying in cash. I remember a story he told one time at one of our meetings. He said he went to go buy some high-end luxury car, and the man was all excited. You know, you want to get on the payment, because, you know, in a car business, they think finance. They make their money off of finance and the additional stuff that they sell you besides the car. So the guy was getting all excited because, you know, Holton, Mr. Buggs, was buying an expensive car. Oh, he was just calculating how much money he could make off the finance. And he asked Mr. Buggs, he said, Mr. Buggs, would you like to finance this car? He said, yes. He said, how many payments? Mr. Buggs said, 1. That means he was going to write a check in full for that car. One payment plan. Brothers and sisters, that's what we have to do. All right? We have to learn how to create money. We have to learn how to find money that's being, you know, taken away from us because of the sleight hand of the magician. Because our credit, don't you know, by raising your credit score 100 and 150 points will save you thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars over a lifetime, over 20 and 30 years? Off your car insurance based on your credit report, your credit cards or lack thereof, all right, your interest on your credit cards. Anytime you get interest on anything, they take in consideration your credit score. All right. As a matter of fact, I worked so much on my credit, getting stuff eliminated, Coach and Sister Brandy. Now they're telling me I don't have enough stuff on my credit report.
That's right. Yeah,
now
you
I
ain't got
gotta
enough.
get some stuff put on it.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
So my credit score is over 600, but now I can't get credit because there's nothing left on it. I wiped away all my bad stuff, which now I need to put more good stuff on there.
That's right.
All right, brothers and sisters, but that's a good problem to have. Like Brother Rodney Assad say about married folks, right? That's a good problem to have. All right, I got my credit score up above average. Now I just need to work on getting some positive stuff on there. Some people have low score and a whole bunch of negative. So brothers and sisters, once again, in conclusion, so we can open up for questions and answers, once again, list all your expenses. Start your biggest ones. Sit down and ask Allah to show you a way to reduce it by 10% a month. If you pay it monthly, 10% a month. All right, which would be 10% a year. But and then work your way down. It's easier to do with cell phones. It's easier to do with some other items. So go ahead and just do it. And just do it. And put in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group, what were you successful in reducing and how much? All right? Because we can't continue to say we with something and don't nobody see it. We ask you to show approve, and you don't show approve. You know what that means? You didn't do it. That means you're just a listener. You know what that means? That means you're just a fly on the wall. That means you just eating it because it's free, and you don't get fat and overweight, and it won't be able to do anything good for yourself, your family, your nation, because you just obese. You're moving slow because you've eaten too much free good stuff.
That's right.
Brother, what did it say, Brother Side? Could not walk up to the store because they had rheumatism. That's what we got. We can sit around and minister. We just sit around and minister. And don't leave Minister Farrakhan. I'm still hungry. Either you still hungry or you just a glutton for, I mean, you know, but that has
one
to
meal
stop,
a day.
brothers
Come
and
on.
sisters.
Come on. Come on.
Time out for that. Show and prove. The messenger say through all his books, I've noticed in certain words now going through it again. Prove. We have to prove. Prove mean you got to show it, and it has to be seen. Right? The minister said at the believers meeting yesterday, how you been in the nation 20 some odd years and your condition ain't changed? That's not verbatim, but that's what he said. I've been in the nation 20. He said that's like you been in school all your life and never graduated, he said. Been in the nation 20 some odd years in our condition, and then we don't have nothing to show for it. Those days are over, and the old world is closing out. Right, brothers and sisters, as what used to fly for us, what used to fly for us in the nation in the past won't get us through today. So, brothers and sisters, take your finances seriously. You have all that you need to be as wealthy as you want to be based on what you have right now. Don't look for more. Take what you have and squeeze and get all out of that you can to empower yourself. And here pretty soon, we're going to start working towards freedom. We want to find out how many of us want to be free and how much money will it take to free you from your job.
Buy your freedom papers.
So as the minister move, you can move. As the minister move, you can send your wife. As the minister move, you can send your husband. As your ministers move, you can send your children to follow the man of God and send them on things to go to, like the farm and other things as they develop. Because I can tell you, brothers and sisters, you can see what our brother, the courage coach, and some of you all, the nation is on the move. So with that being said, brothers and sisters, let's turn it over to our coordinator, our membership coordinator, and let's look at any questions that you may have, and we're going to answer 1 or 2 questions in the next 5 minutes so we can get out of here because we're right on time. All right, Sister Brandy, you there? MGT, where you at? Sound off, MGT. Sound off.
Where's she at?
Come on, MGT, sound off. She don't have a headset on, brother. Right on this side. She's stepping on the program.
I'm here.
Oh,
I've been talking the last 2 minutes. Okay, so the question is, excuse me, the question is from Sister Tamora, the MGT. You know, MGT always show up and show out. Praise be to Allah. Just for the record, because we have Sister Tamora asking the question. Here we go. She sends the greetings, and she says, how do you get rid of jealousy and envy in business? Brother Dara, Brother Rodney?
Rodney?
I think we covered this. I addressed this on a private call we all did, and something I told the sisters on the call then, and everybody was on the call, is this. I said, we don't get rid of it. We seek refuge in Allah from the envier when he envies, right? We don't get rid of. You don't get rid of it. It's nothing to get rid of. Success breeds envy. It's a natural byproduct of success. As long as this world is what it is and people don't see the value in their skills, gifts, talents, and abilities, there'll be people who will be envious because they don't believe that they have the ability to do something, not even exactly what you're doing. They might have an aspiration to do what you do and no ability to do it at all. That's going to get jealousy and envy. I wish I had the ability to sing as good as you. I can't sing at all. But instead of that person develop their own gifts and talents and abilities, they're going to be jealous. So you don't get rid of it. What you do is you seek refuge in Allah from it. So that way it doesn't negatively impact you when it does. Not if, I said when it does come up. Because, you know, your emotion, your activity is going to bring that. It's going to bring that. You should be okay with that. Let you know you're doing something. Because if ain't nobody like the Jesus character they quote in the book is really Mr. Farrakhan. It said when it says blessed are ye when men shall revile you for righteousness. If you're not getting reviled, you ain't doing enough. You're not doing enough. So make sure that you understand that that's a byproduct of it. So, Brother Daryl.
Yes, sir. I was going to say the same thing, brother. That is exactly right. Now I'd like to add to that, Sister Tamara, and any of us. You can't remove anything outside of yourself. You can only remove that which is inside of you. Only thing we can remove is the jealousy in us. The only thing I can remove is the envy in me. The only thing I can remove is the doubt in me. And it takes all my power and the help of Allah to do those things. And it's surely, if that's hard to do, then trying to do that outside of yourself is impossible to do. All right? As long as we're living in this current world, you'll always have the opposite of that which is good. It will always exist. What is it that the messenger told us? And I was reading in, I think, Fall of America. He said, with this teaching, I will make you so wise that you will have the enemy wrapped around your little finger, and you would not know he's there until you look down and see him. And then he said, you'll flick him off. He said, you'll be so wise. He didn't say he gonna change the enemy. He said, you will be so wise. That's right. So I would tell all of us, right? The minister got us on self-improvement. That's the only language we should be talking about, is self-improvement. We shouldn't be talking about nobody else and what they need to do and what they need to do and them Negroes need to do and the lost founds need to do, and see if they, that energy, that focus, that mental space that we're taking up in that thought that we have outside projecting away from us, we need to turn around and put it back on us. What can I do? What more can I do? How can I be a better example? Because we cannot affect that's outside of us if we haven't affected those same characteristics inside of us. The minister has us on self-improvement, and he's talking about improving us. And collectively together, we'll make up that which we want the environment to be when we come together. So that would be my answer, Sister Brandy. Any other questions?
No, sir. No other questions at this time. I did want to add to what the question was. I just wanted to add and say also, Sister Tamara, in addition to what the brothers have said, also another opportunity is just to continue to do what you're doing, but just ignore the negative. Any envy and jealousy, disregard it, because it's not of you and it's not relating to you. So you just keep pushing along, keep foraging, keep letting the believers and the family and friends know about your mission and how you're helping your family, your 5 children, your husband, bringing them up, homeschooling. Just keep pushing along and talk about your mission. Everything else will fall by the wayside. Hey, they did the same thing to Jesus. Why won't they do it to you? That's the question I have. But praise be to Allah. Keep it going. It's all good.
Right. Right. Now, that's good, Sister Brandy. That's actually good, and I'm glad you brought that up, because I mentioned just a few minutes ago, life and death is in the power of the tongue. That which you speak about, you give life to. That's why the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, the exalted Christ, told us, don't reflect back on when you were in the grave. Don't reflect back on the grave, because when you talk about it, you give it life, and it stirs up that spirit that you're talking about, how you used to be, back up in you. And you know, we can't play with the spirit, Brother Rodney Assad. You know what I'm saying? We think we can play with the spirit. See, the enemy knows that you can't play with the spirit. That's why he likes to play with our spirit and have us go through different emotions, because what he's dependent on is that certain spirit that he wants will rise up in you and take over, and you can't quell him as easy as you thought, because we don't understand the power of the human spirit. So that's my 2 cents. Anything else, sister? If not, we can close on out. Any other questions? Thanks, Sister Tamara, for being bold enough to go out there and be transparent and ask your question. Thank you so very much, sister. That's what it takes. Anything else, Sister Brandy?
No more questions.
All right. Well, thank you so very much, brothers and sisters. Let's go ahead and go around the horn with some closing statement from our courage coach, Sister Brandy, and then we'll tell you farewell and use the stuff that we got, that we share with you, that can make it better for you, your family. And let's listen to, I'll say that for my final comments. Go ahead, Coach.
Oh, right.
Let's wrap it up.
Thank you, everybody, for watching the broadcast. Thank you, Brother Daryl, Sister Brandy, for being there with me, tolerating my technical shenanigans right now. One thing I want to leave with everybody is this. Be authentically you. This week, I want everybody to strive with all their might to be authentically who you are. For all of it, all of its wonderfulness, all of your quirks, whatever it is, be you 100%. Take off the mask of who you think you need to be in order to please people and all those things. I want you to be authentically you. That's where our breakthrough is going to come. That's where the ease of living is going to come. It's just being yourself. Right? So the commandment we were given was to accept your own and be yourself. And then the question was, well, what is their own self? A righteous Muslim. Be that, do that, live that, and then everything else will fall right into place. That's what I have to say, Brother Daryl. I'm Rodney Assad Muhammad, your courage coach. Back over to you, Brother Daryl, or Sister Brandy now.
Yes, sir. Thank you, family. I just want to say thank you again for the awesome time that we've been able to spend together. You all are rocking. I mean, we appreciate each and every one of you so much. As Brother Rodney just said, he always takes my points, Brother Daryl. Just for the record, I need to talk before he does next time. We'll talk about that after the call. But I just want to remind everybody, continue to be encouraged, be inspired. Whatever you're passionate about, get out there and do it. Because as we always are reminded, Allah will not give us more than we can bear. And then also, He will not leave you nor forsake you. So just get out there and do it. If you love to bake bread like I do, I'm going to continue to get out there and do it. If you love to sell, if you love to market, whatever your passion is, be passionate about doing it and do it. Praise be to Allah. Have a successful week, family. I look forward to seeing you all throughout the week on the thread. And if you have any questions, put them in there. Also, just a quick reminder, on there on the right-hand side, it has a search. And if you put any of the believers' name in there, such as Sister Shanika, if you put her name in, under search, you'll find all the things that she stated already. So I was able to go back and do the repair that Brother Daryl just spoke about a minute ago, and you can just plug in where you fit in. So that's all I have to share this evening. May Allah continue to bless you. Keep pushing it along. Members, get more members. We are all about going up. Have an awesome week. Assalamu alaikum.
All right, thank you, Sister Brandy. Thank you, Courage Coach. Thank you, brothers and sisters, for being with us this evening. We had another exciting live Black Wealth Empowerment Live, number 39 and counting. Brothers and sisters, we are working out, all right? This is a gymnasium, all right? If the minister said this weekend he's 82 years old and no way he's tired, what the heck we look like half that age and around here petering out at 39 broadcast, that is, right? We're going to push forward, brothers and sisters. Night is for to rest, all right? And then the daylight is for us to rise and go back to work. So thank you so very much, Sister Denise. Thank you for this nurture clarifying vitamin C facial wash. Get with Sister Denise and patronize, brothers and sisters. Have faith. Spend a little extra. Spend a little extra with your brothers and sisters. We have to be principle-based, not price-based. All right? Not price-based. This is 100% natural. It's a facial scrub. And I can tell you, brothers and sisters, unless just a regular soap, that's not good enough. That's maybe good for your body, but it's not good for your face, because your face gets a lot of dirt because it's not covered. But really, in truth, that needs to be washed, even more specifically with the right type of vitamins like vitamin C and aloe vera. So get this product from Sister. Try it if you like it. Continue to try it. If you don't, at least you would have practiced your religion of supporting your own. Okay, so do that. Give with Sister Denise. Get this. I'm going to use it for the next week, and I'll give you a testimony. And from good, only good can come from that which is good. So, brothers and sisters, go back, listen to the broadcast. Find us on YouTube. Go to the YouTube channel. Put in Black Wealth Empowerment. Subscribe to that channel, so even when you miss some every now and then, some of the broadcasts, it will notify you each and every time one is loaded, and they're automatically loaded at the conclusion of this broadcast. Brothers and sisters, remember, keep the first thing first, and that is the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad as instructed by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Get active in your mosque. Get active in your study group, because this is not a substitution. This is not a substitution for that man of God and directly from Allah. This is at best a supplement to add to give us more focus and more specific direction in the area of wealth empowerment for black people. All right? So don't get me wrong, get me right. Keep the first thing first. This is no means a substitute for what has already been given to us in the instructions that we have received. So with that being said, brothers and sisters, thank you so very much. We love you here from Black Wealth Empowerment Live. And until next time, we'll see you at the top, not from the top, because you, your family, but most importantly, the nation deserves whose? Your very best. Until next time, may Allah bless you. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam, sir.
Alaikum salam, Brother Daryl.